Hello and welcome to Gardening at 58 North. In this video I'd like to give you guys an update on my Gerbera plant here. So in a previous video I showed you it was pretty much completely dead. What had happened is all its leaves had died off. I had to look at it and the roots had really rotted off quite badly, and a lot of the top here was starting to die off. And what it was is it had been planted far too deep in the compost. The compost was right up to the crown, that was killing off the crown. And I only had a tiny bit of leaf left alive on the side here, and it pretty looked like it was going to die. Also had quite a lot of thrip damage. You can see there's a bit of thrip damage still in some of the older leaves. After that video I even had some aphid damage. You can see some of the sticky residue on some of the leaves here. I think particularly on these ones down here, that kind of shiny sticky residue. So it really suffered, but I've managed to deal with the aphid problem and I've managed to deal with the thrip problem. And as you can see, it's doing much better now. It's got quite a lot of healthy leaves coming up. You can see there, they're really looking quite good. Probably needs a little bit of a feed at the moment, but apart from that it's doing well. And as you can see, it's grown its first flower of the year, and it's quite a nice looking one. It's a little bit deformed, I'm not sure why it's not come out as a perfect circle, but apart from that it's looking quite good. There you are, a nice close up of it. So as I say, I'm quite happy with it. It's come back from the dead, and as I said, I'll put the link in the description below so you can have a look at the previous video. So this one, what I need to really do is cut off some of these old dead leaves, and these are quite old leaves. These are ones I think I might have had last time I showed you it, and these have just died off because they're old basically, and they got quite damaged. So what I need to do now is keep an eye on this plant, make sure there's no other issues. There is a little bit of what seems to be vine weevil damage at the bottom here. You can see this leaf over here, it seems to be a bit nibbled away, so I'm thinking there's a little bit of vine weevil damage. Need to keep an eye out because I have seen one or two vine weevils around, which is quite annoying because they kind of eat the roots off your plants. The grubs do anyway. Before you know it, your plants are suffering and then they die, you don't know why. I've also just noticed there's one aphid on there, so there's some still alive, but there doesn't seem to be any thrips, so that's the main thing. So I'll keep you guys updated as to how this does. Hopefully as it's summer now it should keep going well. I'm going to start feeding it now, give it a high potassium feed, hopefully get a lot of nice flowers to be produced on it. I'm just going to make sure I keep on top of the pests. Hopefully there's no more aphid or thrip problems, and it should do quite well I think. As you can see, it's much happier now in this new compost, especially as the level's been reduced a lot, so it's no longer crowding the crown and causing it to rot. There you are, that's my Gerbera. As I say, it's doing quite nice, and hopefully it'll give me several flowers this summer.